says that the information that these powers will be able to give the intelligence communities to obtain to help them. The intelligence services knew and were looking to recruit the individuals who slaughtered Lee Rigby, and they still didn't do anything about that. So why do we need the intelligence services know they have people, know they have assets, and don't do anything about it? So what is this actually going to help?
Mehdi Hassan, I'll come to you.
That's a very good point. And I mean, I just find it astonishing that every time, let's go back in your memory, there's a terrorist atrocity. Our political leaders, whether Labour or Tory, they come on television, they come on radio, and they say, this is an attack on our freedom, this is an attack on our way of life. And then a few days later, the very same politicians come back on TV and say, the only way to defeat those terrorists is to reduce our freedom and change our way of life. Which seems to me utterly bizarre, utterly self-defeating and self-destructive. And I think the gentleman makes a very important point. The question asked about helping identify these terrorists. And look, the terrorists in Paris, these guys, they weren't kind of unknowns. They were on the intelligence services radar. They were on the watch list. They were on the no-fly list. They had criminal convictions, as did the Lee Rigby killers, as did the 7/7 bombers were on the radar, the 9/11 attackers. And I think the answer to intelligence failures isn't just to do what David Cameron does, which is whatever you need, we'll give you, especially when they already have a lot of powers already. Powers which, if anyone follows the Edward Snowden revelations, those have been abused. And I think the real issue for us is think about the principle behind us. We just had an argument about free speech. If you know that the state, government, can read your emails, access your most private thoughts, how does that help you develop your free speech? Won't you start restraining what you say in private as well as public if you know big problems?
We're all up there.